Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today we are going to address if PlayStation could sustain a Game Pass service like Game Pass. So, if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. This is not clickbait today. We are just we're going to be kind of serious about this today. I mean, there's a lot of misunderstanding out there that for some reason Sony is like doesn't have the money to do this, or they're they're too broke to do this, or it would cost them more money. That none of that is the case. PlayStation is a very well-known brand in the gaming community. Both Nintendo and Sony could sustain these types of services and be very profitable doing it. The question is they won't do that. They won't do that like right out of the gate though. For so I do believe this generation they will end up, you know, doing all the first party games day and date on a subscription service. Right now, for them to start, I mean, I think it would do really well if they actually just dropped all their games day and date on a subscription service like Microsoft is doing. They would gain traction pretty fast. I just don't know if the immediate if the immediate financial benefit would be there for them to do something like that. It's more along the lines of they would want to. Hey Clay, how's it going, my friend? But I thought services were bad for yeah. Fanboys believe that. Fanboys believe that streaming services or uh, subscription services are going to be bad for the gaming industry. But like I thought I was playing Halo until 4 a.m. The games are streamed, not native. That's why PS Now was bad. Yeah, so PS Now was never intended to be what a Game Pass is. The game PS Now was literally a way for Sony to make you pay to play PlayStation 3 games on the PlayStation 4. As you notice toward the end of the PlayStation 4 generation, that's when they started putting PlayStation 4 games on there to continue to keep people engaged with paying for PS Now. And those games were downloadable, and a lot of that came because Microsoft started doing Game Pass. If Microsoft never started doing Game Pass, you would have never seen those PlayStation 4 titles come to PS Now the way they did. PS fanboys won't support it because they don't play old games. Yeah, Halo is a lot of fun. I heard they finally added collision detection. Oh, really? Um, After this stream, if you guys want to do some Halo, like we can do some Halo today, or whatever you guys want to play. Like I don't really care. I was trying to play that. I was trying to play Chorus. I got myself back up to where I was when the stream ended. So I mean, I could stream some more gameplay of that, but I mean, on medium difficulty on that game, once I get to that part, it just starts throwing so much at me that it's getting it's getting frustrating, man. It's taken a while to learn that game. I mean, the controls and everything are really super tight and everything, but it feels like they start throwing so much at me that I start getting like confused, and it like starts screwing me up a little bit. But it feels really tight. It feels really good. If you're into flying games and you're into those types of games, like this game, it it feels like it's going to start building out and getting a lot better. So I do want to stick with it, and I do want to continue to play it. Yeah, like yeah, I'll definitely play some Halo with you guys today for a little while. Oh, I want to stream more of that Chorus, but I think I'm gonna wait till a little bit later today. I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning, guys, and I've just been so tired. I've recorded like 3 videos, and I'm just like, gosh, do I even want to put these out? Because they're so. What do we have issues with the objectives of the game? What? Oh, on but this new service for PlayStation won't have day Yeah, exactly. They're not going to have first party day one games at first. And that's they got one opportunity to do this, and the way they're going to do it is not going to produce the results they want for sure. So what did you have issues with? The objectives of the game? Oh no. No, just the combat. This section that I'm at with the combat. It's it's getting a little overwhelming. I mean, well, it's not like it's overwhelming. I'm having trouble like being being good at it. You know what I mean? Like turning off the permadeath mode definitely made it better. It's a lot better. The game does have two modes now. You can switch to man, I'm gonna be yawning the whole time, guys. I should have just took a nap before I got on. That's the biggest pull to Game Pass day one. It's just PS Now, PS Plus rebanding, making people pay for PS Now. I know. In order for Sony service to work complete, they will need to put PS5 and all their first party day and date. Otherwise, yeah, exactly. What's up, Jaron? How you doing, man? They do. They need to put these games on there. They need to put them on there, and they need to. I believe that they could sustain this going forward if they were to just do it. To just do it. Like put their games on there day and date on a streaming service and then sell their games on PC day and date. I think Sony could definitely sustain. Yeah, I mean they could do it. Yeah, they're gonna have to pay Microsoft their fee or whatever, but I don't think their fee for Azure servers, dude, is as much as you guys think it is, man. I mean, it's not like they're paying Microsoft billions of dollars to do it. I mean, it's probably like a monthly fee. I mean, it's definitely in the thousands, but I don't think it's like so ridiculous that I don't think it's like so ridiculous that it doesn't make sense because I mean, yeah, Microsoft wants to make money off of Azure, but at the same time, they're not trying to put businesses out of business to do so. People are saying that they are combining PS Now with PS Plus so they can claim they have more subs than Game Pass. Oh, that might be. But they would lose those $70 game sales they love so much. There's still a pretty decent sized community that's going to continue to pay those $70 prices, whether believe it or not. Believe it or not, man, there's a lot of older gamers like myself that are PlayStation guys that would much rather just pay for the game outright instead of having to pay for a service that they might use, they might not use. Because I can tell you guys, like Game Pass for me, some months is just like okay, like I'm gonna buy these games anyways. So yeah, there's some indies for me to play, but for the most part, like I don't feel like I could live without my subscription to Game Pass just because of the fact that there's a lot of games that come out on it that I want to try that I don't want to just keep throwing money at these games because I've got a lot in my collection that I own that I don't play and that I won't play and that I bought these games because they looked interesting, but they turned out not to be interesting. Those $70 game prices. That stopped me from picking up a PS right away when I can simply wait years and pick one up. Yeah, exactly. That's a lot of that has a lot to do with the PlayStation community too, man. Like, as far back as like when I was running that game store, man, when I was running that game store, I had a lot of customers that would literally have me call them as soon as a first party game came in that they wanted to play that I got back used. I had a lot of customers that were like that, and they were a lot of the PlayStation guys, always just seem more like wanting to wanting to, buy them and then trade them in real quick and get their money back. It was usually like a week turnaround for most of those guys. The Xbox games. So this is where it was different running those stores. Is the Xbox first party games, they didn't come back as much as Sony first party games. Like I would get Sony first party games a lot back pretty quick, but like the Xbox games, like the Halos and stuff like that, dude, I rarely ever had used copies of those come in, and if they did come in, they were gone that day. Hey, Frog Boy, I hope you had a great. Yeah, I did have a great week. It was pretty good. Yeah, you still don't own the game license. I get that. Hey, Frog, how's Course? Course is pretty good. I do like it. It is a fun game. It's very like I did that hour of gameplay. I'm gonna play some more of it. It is kind of it is a little bit like the voice acting in it, it's a little bit weird, but as far as like visuals go, you can have like straight up 4K solid visuals with ray tracing or whatever, or you can have a performance mode that is still pretty much 4K and it looks good. I think there's ray tracing in it. Like it looks like ray tracing, but I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you probably have to wait for like a Digital Foundry video to see if it is. It's too early for Damage Control, Frog. Dude, it's 9:52 in the morning. Services always have highs and lows. No, I definitely believe that Sony PlayStation could sustain a model and possibly, and it would possibly be more popular than Game Pass, guys. To be completely honest, I've been a PlayStation guy for a very long time, and the PlayStation brand is nothing to really sneeze at, dude. It's nothing to really like be like the PlayStation brand has a lot of recognition, and if they put something out and they came out and they did like this big push for like PR and everything else, they could drum up a lot of subs pretty quick. I'm used to listening to the Damage Control at work. What a MP I'm gonna listen to later. Jim Ryan lied because he said it. He said subscription services weren't sustainable. They did lie. It's not like they lied. It's just for them they don't want to go that route. But I don't think they're gonna be able to get away from it. Yeah, I don't know what I'm damage controlling. I like to damage control though, guys. Gotta keep Microsoft in the shiny light, bro. You can even explain. Oh, I like to imagine retiring one day and remembering I have a backlog of 1,000 games. uh, is that a band? I know. It's going to be more like NSO than Game Pass. I don't know, man. Like, I personally believe PlayStation could definitely sustain a Game Pass type model. I do. I do. I think they could sustain it, and I think it would do really, really well. It would just completely change game. Well, here's the thing: if they did it and they did it the exact same way that Microsoft is doing it, being able to put first party games on there as well as bring third party developers in as well, I think it would do really well, and I think that the narrative would change pretty quickly. I don't know. Love physical media, so why would they sign up for it? Because the fanboys, man, like there's a lot of older gamers that play PlayStation. There's a lot of older gamers that play Xbox now too, but that's the people that is the hard sell is the older generation of gamers. The ones those are the ones that are a little bit harder to get on to like the subscription service, but they would definitely they would definitely pay for these subscriptions for their kids and stuff. You know what I mean? People to play older games instead of giving their games back. you can't see, Andrew has been trying to sway people away from PlayStation. You might be a fanboy. I'm a fanboy myself. I don't deny it, even though Halo was fun. I'm not necessarily trying to sway people away from PlayStation. I'm trying to sway people to buy an Xbox with their PlayStation. That would be a more accurate thing. How can they sustain it when ponies keep saying they buy their game? They don't buy their games on Popular Thought. That's the thing. They do not freaking buy them at the rate that Sony needs them to buy them. And that's why Sony's got cold feet about it. Get all their games and then sub in a week. I think it would take about a month. I think that's what PlayStation fears the most is putting all their games on there day one and then people signing up every 6 months to beat all their games or something, or signing up for $15 and beating them because they know their games are one and done, man. And like you sign up for it for $15, you beat the freaking game and then you unsubscribe. Don't you remember when ponies said nobody wants to play old games? They do want to play old games. That's the thing. Frog, but do you think these ponies really want Game Pass type model? I do. I definitely do think they want it, but they would take advantage of it, man. That's what I'm saying. Like PlayStation gamers are cheap, bro. They buy the game, they beat it, they trade it right in within a week, man. Like I mean, you go to some you got your diehard collector fans out there, like Dreamcast guy that's gonna keep all them games in their pristine cases and everything. But then you got the other ones, man, like the casual regular gamers that are gonna buy them, beat them, and trade them in. And then they keep doing that and doing that and doing that, dude. PlayStation gamers are cheap. If they come out with a subscription service like Game Pass, these guys are gonna sign up for $15 every time Horizon Forbidden West or any of these games launch. They're going to sign up for that month, play it for $15, and then be on their way, dude. And then they're going to cancel that subscription. That's how that's what PlayStation worries about, man. That's why they say it's not sustainable, because instead of getting that $70 for those games, PlayStation gamers are just going to pay their fee and then move on. That's why, but I do think that there's enough of a casual base in the PlayStation ecosystem that would remain loyal to paying that subscription fee every month. But all the fanboys, the ones that say they love their games and want to support the devs and everything, those guys definitely would sign up every time a new game comes out and play it for a month. And something like Gran Turismo that they're going to play for a long time, they would just buy that one. You're not supporting the devs, BS. Yeah, dude. But what about the whole? Yeah. So now they saw the light now. PS is doing it. Yeah. I think that's what PlayStation guys would do. Honestly, to tell you the truth, I think they would just take the cheapest way out. I'm not saying that there's people on Xbox that do the same thing. Like there clearly is, but Microsoft games are made to be played for a long time, whereas PlayStation games are literally designed to be played one time and then you're good. Like you're good. Where Microsoft games, they can pad out that content longer and keep them engaged. Yeah, that makes sense for Microsoft to deliver these games on the on Game Pass, because people are going to continuously pay to keep playing those games. Whereas on the PlayStation, most of those games that I've played, honestly, I would have been happy with just playing one time. But I bought them digital. Honestly, I was the same way. If I didn't buy these games digital now, I would have traded them in already. I wouldn't have any in my collection. I would have traded them in. But I buy them digital now. So now I have those games. So now I've been more apt to go back and actually play through them more, now that I don't have to be rushed to beat them. I don't think they'd go day and day, but they probably include Crunchyroll, Funimation for an extra fee. Yeah, possibly. If PlayStation gamers were cheap, we wouldn't get sequels, and PS Now would be at more subs than Game Pass. PS Now is not even that good of a service, dude. I think we should hold our judgment until we receive concrete information on Spartacus. Yeah, I definitely am okay with that. And hey, there's YT Shadow. So Game Pass is good, known for Game Pass now or is Game Pass still bad? What are the ponies going to say now? PS Now would simply have to be made good to start getting more subs. It was so bad, even most diehard Sony fans don't want it. Just how it was. Shadow Shack, love the Game Pass model now. And that's why Sony needs multiplayer games to have this type of service. Makes you wonder if Sony exclusives are really better. I think Sony exclusives do hold their weight. Unpopular. I do think they're good, but dude, if they're one and done games and they put them on a service that somebody can get them for a fraction of the price, beat them and move on, yeah, dude, like I don't see why they wouldn't do that. I mean, Game Pass is probably the best thing that ever hit the gaming industry, man. I mean, if PlayStation did it, they would definitely have to change up how they make their games. They would have to develop more to bring sustainability to them. So as the PlayStation guys say, they don't want those games as service, but they would have to go games as service to be sustainable, to help be sustainable. I mean, they could do it now and they could definitely make enough money off the casuals that would continuously pay for it, but they would also lose a lot of money on the people that would just play it for $15 and then cancel that subscription. See games like Bug Snacks being day and day on that other service. I mean, if Sony's smart and they do put their games in there day one, they could say, all right, man, if you sign up for PS Now, you can only do it once a year, or the PS subscription service, you can only do it once a year. If you cancel your subscription, you can't get back until the next year. So I see games like Bug Snacks being day and day on other service. Yeah. I can't believe there are gamers who are happy paying heavy microtransaction, playing heavy microtransaction filled games on a subscription service. I don't care how much content you have. I like to finish and move on. Yeah, and that's a pretty big amount of freaking gamers, Shaq. Like a lot of us do like to play our games and just move on. What's up, Window? How you doing, man? A lot of us do. We like to play those games and we like to move on. And it's simple as that. Like we do. And I appreciate PlayStation for delivering those experiences. I like to get in there and I like to play them. And I buy them digital. So then when I'm done with them, I always have that opportunity to go back and play more of that game if I want to play more of it. But for the most part, like most Sony games, I'm pretty good with one and done. Like I'm pretty okay with that. I more than feel like I get my experience, my money's worth. So I'm definitely good with that. But I mean, at the end of the day, like I think it would be abused if they put those games in a service. I do think that people would abuse that, but not as much as Sony thinks. No, I don't not as much. Yeah, not as much as Sony thinks. I mean, there are some pretty cheap gamers out there that would take advantage of it, but I don't know if it would be as bad as Sony thinks it would be. It's also great if you're not poor. When is saving money and having a great deal not a good thing? Yeah, exactly. Like Clay, I hope you're having a good day well so far. I hope we keep this chat pretty good today, fellas. Anybody ever play Ace Attorney games? I have not. I have not played those. Oh, ponies have spoken ill about Game Pass. Bots won't be happy until there's a million Fortnite games just because it's cheap. Hey, Shaq, man. That is definitely a real concern in the gaming community. And I do agree with you on that. That is definitely a major concern for games going forward. I mean, everybody's chasing this Fortnite thing. I mean, we got Battlefield that's going to be chasing it now. And that really sucks because Battlefield was a freaking amazing experience. And now it's just going to be ruined. And we're still paying full price for that. These games are going that way, whether we want them on a freaking service or not. I would much rather have that crap on a service that I'm paying a low monthly payment for, as opposed to paying $100 for that and then being stuck with it. Like, I would much rather have that on a service. And like, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, these games are going that way, whether we pay full price for them or whether we have them on a service. So at the end of the day, man, like what What would we rather have? Would we rather have a service that's going to deliver as many experiences as it can, or do we want to keep being drugged down with these? The whole gaming industry is going this way, man. Definitely don't want any microtransaction and paid games. It only makes sense for free to play, and then only if they are not pay to win. It's true. Game Pass is ruining gaming. I don't see how you guys say that, dude. Like, look at Battlefield 2042 and Call of Duty. Those games are full price games, and they are filled with everything you guys despise and everything the gaming community despises, like the real gamers. But yet they're still charging us full price for these, and we're supposed to be okay with that because they're not in a gaming service. I mean, I would much rather not have to pay $100 and be able to play those games in the service as opposed to paying $100 for them, man. Hello, the sky is falling. Yeah, I decided to do this early today. I was wanting to play some games, and I don't know, man. I don't know. I just decided to do one early. I'm the real Eddie. How's it going, man? I'm doing all right, buddy. How is Game Pass ruining gaming? I don't know. I would like to know how that is ruining gaming. If anything, Game Pass is is holding up the bottom for everything that's gonna start happening in the gaming world, man. Like, you got, oh dude, all these games full of microtransactions and all this crap. PlayStation's going to be doing it. I'm pretty sure. I mean, dude, Naughty Dog just put out a freaking hiring thing for a monetization specialist for their upcoming multiplayer experience. So I don't know what you guys are. I don't know why you guys are blaming Microsoft for this when it's like, dude, the whole damn industry is going that way. Sony's trying to gouge you at the high end. Microsoft's trying to gouge you at the low end. Like, every one of them are chasing our dollars. Every one of them, man. Like, none of these companies are altruistic and like doing whatever. I would much rather have the service with the games that are going to be crummy, like Battlefield and stuff, being put in there, as opposed to Sony's model of paying full price for them and then getting stuck at the end of the day having to pay for all that crap, man. Like, Microsoft is doing us a solid, bro. Game Pass is definitely not running gaming. It's made gaming better for millions. Yeah, dude, you can download that game, you can play it for 10 minutes. If it's a piece of crap, you can jump right out, and dude, you don't have to pay for it. The real white t-shirt. I love you, Sony. You're just so great. Game Pass is ruining my objective worth of $70 games. It's so bad. I know. Game Pass is destroying that $70 price tag, man. It's smacking it around, dude. Hopefully Sony can build on what Xbox has done with Game Pass and make it great again. Oh, I see. Game Pass is ruining gaming on PS5. I know everybody's buying Xboxes. Series S is still outselling PlayStation 5 2-1, guys. So I would abuse it as much as Sony thinks I'm the guy that beats a game and traded in within a week. Yeah. Oh yeah, I do think there would be a lot of abuse. I do. I think that's what Sony's scared of. They're like, oh, we need $70 for these games, but they're gonna get them for $15, man. And it really does. It really does. Shadow, okay, Trump. I'm not a Trumper. I take showers. I am an Xbox main, and I can't stand Fortnite or Battle Royale in general. Will there always be a market for them? Yes, but yeah, like Fortnite isn't my thing either. But when they start putting that shit in the games you really like, I don't know, man. Your mind might change. How can Xbox players be poor if they can afford a console? Sony would need to push out the same level of content. Yeah, that's definitely true. That is another thing that probably holds them back from pulling that trigger. Local PS3 emulation, I'd probably sign up for it. I don't know, man. Maybe yeah. I mean, if you could get PlayStation 3 games on local emulation with enhanced visuals and stuff like they do on Xbox, that would be pretty cool, man. To be completely honest, I probably would sign up for it too. Sony creates a Skyrim type RPG or multiplayer like Halo that keeps you hooked for months, even years. People will stay subbed. It's the main reason why I'll probably stay subbed with Game Pass forever. Exactly, man. Microsoft is creating those experiences that are going to continue to grow. Like Halo Infinite is going to grow throughout this whole generation. It's going to keep people subscribed and happy. Game Pass is the sole reason I want an Xbox console. If it didn't exist, I wouldn't want one. Anyways, hope everyone is doing good. We're doing pretty good, Shadow. I hope you're doing good, man. I hope you are having a fun day. I doubt Sony will allow PS3 emulation. I think they should, man. That's something that like really freaking that's something that really holds them back a little bit. Cold War is my last COD. 2K22 is my last 2K. You're right. Full price $70 games shouldn't have microtransactions. At the same time, does it make sense to sub to a service and pay for microtransaction? It depends, man. It depends. Like, do you if you're sub to a game system, if you're sub to something like that, Shaq, and they're putting out those solid games, but also have the other ones that you're going to have to pay not have to pay microtransactions, but offer microtransactions, but you still get solid experiences along with that. Yeah, dude, that definitely makes sense. That then you can decide what and how much you want to put into one of those games with games as service, man. I mean, nobody's forcing you to pay those, but I mean, yeah, dude, those games, there's blood in the water for that, dude. Everybody is gonna continue to throw stuff at the wall until they find something that sticks, that's gonna generate revenue income for them, because those are easier to service than building out new freaking games that take time and money to create. Why do you think we're getting games that are in early access and they got fully accessible stores, man? Them stores work great as shit, man. They work really good, but them games are busted, buggy, broken messes. But them stores work good. And we don't have to pay for those too. I mean, you only have to pay like $20 to get into those, man. Like, I heard that PS3 cell processor made emulation of pain. It did. They would probably have to emulate like a PC version or something like that of those games. The Gamer Ways was up. My worries about Project Spartacus are there tier 3, the most expensive one. If the price will be too high, will be hard to compete with Game Pass Ultimate. Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be $9.99, $14.99, and $19.99. Those are the prices that I see that I see them coming with. Or they can do $5.99, $9.99, and $15.99. Like, I could see that too, but I think they're going to go for the previous one. Sony can't afford day one exclusives on any type of Game Pass subscription. Microsoft has endless amounts of money. Well, how do you know that Sony can't afford that, man? Sony says they can't afford that, but I feel like it's just because they know people would take advantage of getting their service to play those games only when they want to play those games. As gamers, you should want Sony and Nintendo to stick to single player. All of our third party is basically live service now. Once Sony goes that route, it'll be full-time retro gamer. Yeah. We do want them to stay that way, Shaq, but these guys also want to make more money on them too. Sony's going to be doing the same thing. PlayStation on Xbox. Yeah, PS3 was notoriously difficult to make games on because of that cell processor. Exactly. PS3 games would be too difficult to emulate, and Sony already touched on that topic during the road to PS5. Yeah. It would be difficult, but they could have always just put the cell processor in there. They could have done what they did with the PlayStation 3 at first and had both consoles on, both chips in there. Yeah, I don't know. They're just delusional grandeur. They're just going for the doom and gloom of everything. They automatically throw that up there as whatever. That's their biggest worry or whatever. But their worry's coming true just for them paying full price for these games, man. It's bad, man. It's getting people. It's letting people try out all these games without paying $70 for the game. Oh my gosh, Sony, what are we gonna do? We can't afford that. Third party games still go for $70 on Xbox as well, right? Yeah, they do. Pretty sure 2042 was 70. Yes, it was. It was $70, or you could buy. Hey, Dark Zero, how's it going, man? Happy holidays to you. They they um they do sell them at $70 on there, or you can buy the last gen version for $60, which is kind of stupid. Then get ready to go retro. Yeah, we're all going to be retro. Do you think you can touch on why the cell processor was difficult to develop for? Xbox hates Sony so much, but they want to emulate their games. I don't see a whole bunch of Xbox people out there emulating their games, man. Let's see show of hands who hates PlayStation. Yeah, dude, I don't think anybody really hates PlayStation, man. I think you guys I think you guys have it in your head when somebody gives any kind of criticism toward PlayStation, you guys automatically, why do you guys hate PlayStation? I don't hate I got a PlayStation 5 right there. They made Halo Infinite into Fortnite. No, that's not the case. Not yet. Because like most games out there usually used something like straight pipeline, and cell processor had to jump through hoops to get that same effect. Microsoft is letting you beat their single player mode for free. They how the they have the bread and butter is the MPs. Sony doesn't have it. Okay, window. Let's see what. So why did some developers say cell processor was way ahead of its time? It is way ahead of its time. It's just the fact that the cell processor, it was. I don't. Yeah, dude. I don't know exactly how to explain that in any way, shape, or form. If I was a developer, maybe I would know. But yeah, that's a pretty. From what I heard, is the PlayStation 5 was just really hard. A lot of developers were relying, on the cell processor for graphics as well. Third person over the shoulder narrative driven arcade adventure games that Sony does is a game style that Microsoft doesn't have a lot of examples of. Interesting to see their take. Battlefield 2042 is early access. It just doesn't have the label on it. I know. Exactly, dude. I actually got on there and I played a game today and I was like, all right, this does feel a little better. Still really needs some content for sure. Optimization to be implemented directly, but it was proprietary and Sony didn't make it open source, so only they knew how it worked. Oh, I don't want single player only games. I want a mix of both. Single player, multiplayer, the Black Knight. Sony can't really afford Square. They could buy it, but only if they used an unacceptably large fraction of their cash reserves. Probably. And as of late, it's not like Square Enix has really been doing that great, man. You had like Avengers. Cell processor had potential, but it was never fully utilized because it was a jealously guarded secret. Yeah, they could have done a lot more with that. They could have if they would have just made it so people could actually develop for it. Also looks set to nab Square Europe, Eidos, and CD in the next couple of years. Yeah, that would be funny. Kind of bored. Talk to y'all later. Have fun. Xbox. Bye. Hey, you have fun too, YT Shadow. Have a great rest of your day, my friend. You like it better when I do the clickbait, huh, man? Like you love that stuff. Lies. The real YT Shadow, I do. Why nobody is taking my bait, so I'm leaving. Now on Game Pass, like service is good. Although I can't make it. I can't make this up, man. XD. Yeah. Some of my most cherished gaming memories are PlayStation. My favorite game is on PlayStation. Yeah, dude, I grew up with PlayStation as well, man. Like, I'll always have that spot in my heart for PlayStation, but now I like to game on Xbox too, man. Like, I find myself more inclined to play on Xbox than PlayStation. Halo Infinite doesn't have building or dancing. It's not Fortnite, dude. If they bring dancing and all that crap to 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 freaking Halo, dude. Oh my gosh, man. I don't hate PlayStation. Xbox simply offering me more as a consumer than PlayStation does right now, so I prefer Xbox. Ahead of its time, it's not the same as easy to develop for. What's up, Jay? How you doing, man? Welcome back. Do you guys like this earlier stream on Saturday or what? Everything is preference at the end of the day. Walter Jet. Oh, 3 months for Elden Ring. I want it now. Yeah. Got to give it a 9, bro. Story and gameplay was amazing. You play it? Yeah, dude. I'm right there with you. Like, Tales of Arise was freaking amazing. Is freaking amazing. Microsoft would just want Square for Final Fantasy. Yeah, I heard that song. Can't buy Japanese companies easily due to their main company going to California. Sony, yeah. Oh, wait, let's see what he says. I beat 3 bosses, but I'm not going to lie. I put it down and haven't returned. Got pretty repetitive for me. Ooh, man. I thought it was fun. I thought it was great. Had the cell processor been made open source, people could use the suite of features it actually offered. It would have been a great, but again, jealously guarded secret. I might have to I might have to give my game of the year to Shin Megami Tensei V though. Game is super addicting. I'm near the end. The death of Game Pass, and how do you feel about this, Frog? What's the death of Game Pass? No, dude, PlayStation isn't going to compete with Game Pass. They're not going to do it just because of the fact that I think they should, but they're not going to do it, man. PlayStation is set in their ways. And they're going to. They got one chance to fix it, to make it better, and to do it. If they screw it up, nobody's going to care about it ever again. Did you beat like a dragon? Oh, Game Pass is dead. I feel you, Walter. It can definitely get repetitive. I used all the characters to try and mix it up though. The only it is a leak. Yeah. Square Europe is Crystal Dynamics and Eidos, Tomb Raider, Hitman, Outrider, Legacy of Kane, Gex, DCX, plenty there. Yeah, there's plenty for. I think Microsoft would be in a better position to buy them though. 5 and Dragon Quest 11 are elite. You can't buy Japanese companies as it's a foreign entity, and now that they are in California-based foreign entity now. I wish Persona got unlocked from the PlayStation chains so that more people can enjoy them. They can get partnerships, but they can't make acquisitions, Microsoft included. Mass Effect 2 Remastered, Game of the Year 2021. I most certainly did not beat like a dragon. Oh, the Yakuza? Yeah, I haven't finished Yakuza 7 either. Not clickbait, lol. But yeah, this is not clickbait, man. We were being honest in the beginning. Damage is more difficult, but it can be done, and there are workarounds to get it what is wanted. Yeah, thanks for confirming that, Sal. That's what I thought. Oh, the game is great too. Odds are, if it's a JRPG, I've played it a lot. I've played it, lol. uh, is it going to have their exclusives from day one? I doubt it. I think they should, but I doubt it. If they put them on there, dude, they would just take advantage of it. People would just pay the $15 or whatever, play the game, and then cancel the sub. It's not true about buying Japanese companies. Yeah, you have to make the company go private, but all Japanese game studios are public. Jason Redman, Xbox picked up Tango Gameworks, Japanese company. Yeah, that's true, but they were a part of Bethesda though. I thought a Chinese company bought a Japanese company recently. Public cannot be bought by foreign entities. That's true. I'd like to try Psychonauts. Does the first game hold up? Yeah, it does hold up. Controls are a little bit wonky, but it definitely does hold up. And it's in 4K. Oh, Yakuza 0 was amazing. Oh, I have been playing too many games. I've got Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 that I'm playing. I've got MXGP 2021 that I'm playing. I'll have Halo next week. I've got Chorus that I'm playing right now. Yeah, dude, just so many freaking games. I forget all their names. No, just there's so many. Gameplay wise, yes, but the graphics are dated. Beat that too. LOL, best Yakuza game for sure. There's the bot Tango in 2010. My bad, Severin. Had to tend my daughter. No, it's not. You still here? Everybody's still here. I mean, they definitely need their exclusive games are the only thing that they have going for them. Yeah, I mean, I feel like they would have to put those games on there day and date, but I don't know, man. They could always just give them 2-hour demos of those games. Did you hear about some new Crossfire X coming in? Yeah, I definitely saw that tweet. I think it's going to launch 12/29. I mean, it's possible. I mean, it is a Wednesday. Some people are saying February 29, but is there even a 29 of February next year? Let's see. Oh, no, back to Feb. Nope. There's no 29 of February next year, so I guess it's going to have to do on the 29th, Wednesday of December. It's kind of lame. Halo has no chance of Game of the Year just because it came out in December. Yeah. The law about foreign acquisition was made recently. It hasn't always been a thing. I'm not going to pay just to play demos. I know. You'll get a 2-hour demo of our 10-hour games. I know it's fun to poke fun at Sony, man, but dude, they're the market leader and they come out with all this crap and they come out lying to everybody this generation, and they oversold the PlayStation 5 with hype, and now it's just turning out to be like, oh, okay, it's this same crap again. I'm not going to play. How is Back for Blood? It's good if that's your thing, man, if you're a zombie killer. But it's an extended demo. I know. Nobody should pay for a demo. Yeah. I don't know, man. In that story, it said there's demos. So, I mean, that would really suck if, because that's what EA does. EA has that EA Play, and you get like a 10-hour demo of their games. So, OG Monkey Balls, my bro wants to trade his PS4 for an Xbox Series X, but can't find a place that'll do it. Any advice? Yeah, I don't know, man. GameStop would probably be your best bet, or looking online for somebody that wants to trade their Xbox Series X for a PS5. There was somebody in my chats a while back that said they wanted to trade their Xbox for a PlayStation 5. Anybody in here right now want to trade a PS5 for an Xbox Series X. 10-hour demo for Ratchet. I know they beat the game, man. That's why I said a 2-hour demo. It'd have to be a 2-hour demo because there's like, oh man, they can't give you the whole 10 hours because then you'd beat it. My coworker's selling a PS5 for 400 disc version. Nice. Try Facebook Marketplace. I'm good, thanks. That's funny. I don't mind. You don't mind what? 2-hour demos or what? I'll trade. Oh, you'll trade. Oh, Wendell says he'll trade, man. Oh. Where are the PS1 boys that oppose renting Game Pass and say it will kill the gaming industry? I don't know, man. There are laws which involve national ownership, but simply out to make hostile takeovers impossible. There are routes open to foreign acquisition if you can persuade to target. Keep that same energy. Thanks, Master Chief. Mr. Glass, check the general Discord. A small article for you. Jacob. Hey, Jacob, how's it going, man? I have you here that Warner Brothers Games executive joined Xbox within the last couple of days. I did hear somebody say something about that. Yeah, that's pretty good. Did you hear that the Battlefield guy left? The Battlefield guy left. I wonder if he's going to Xbox. Send me your info so we can trade. Send me your info so we can trade. I need a higher pitch for that crap gamer voice. Oh, I see.
Keep that same energy.
Once Horizon and God of War drop, PS5 will get its pump. Yeah, I think so too. I think as soon as those games drop, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, man, my PlayStation is the best. And I'm going to play through those games and I'll be like, yeah, they're good. I'm waiting. Those are two of my most anticipated PlayStation 5 games. Even if you were persuade them, no, still have to be approved by the government, which is BS anyway, but that's how it is. I doubt it. PS5, I doubt it is selling out now. It'll continue selling out with or without Horizon Forbidden West. Yeah. Microsoft now owns a Japanese company. Don't need to say more. I was just hoping that they would buy Sega, to be completely honest with you. Sega, I think, would be a really good fit for Microsoft. Walmart's supposed to be doing like a live event, dude. Walk in and buy them. Same for the Xbox. Yeah, you're supposed to be able to walk in and buy them off the shelf here in the next day or so. It's going to expand Tango GameWorks into a massive gaming studio. I'm saying Series X is the hype one right now for Halo, but everyone will be wanting a PlayStation once God of War 5 is out. Microsoft farmed that studio, though they didn't acquire it. Honestly, I didn't like the first Horizon game, so I was surprised when people got excited for the second. I liked the first one. I thought it was great. I can't stand PS5. To be honest, it feels like playing a PS4. There's rarely any exclusives. The web browser sucks. There is no web browser. The subscriptions suck. They removed buying movies. They did not want you buying movies anymore. Xbox Series X and PS5 are hard to find. I feel like there will be violence at some Walmarts that day. I know. That's mine. They're all going to freaking freak out. No, dude. Microsoft and PlayStation are both dropping a ton of consoles at the end of this year for the holidays. They were just hanging some back, holding some back, building up stock, but they are trying to get as many out there now as possible. Everybody I know at work that wanted a Xbox Series X has found them. So everybody I know has one now. Feel like there will be violent. Oh yeah, no. Actually, Bethesda formed it, which is an American company. My bad. You mean Tango GameWorks, right? You can only have cinematic games, but no movies. I didn't like the main character. That's why I dropped it. Oh, you didn't like Aloy. Wants a PS5 now and Xbox Series S, XS. They're selling out and both are being hyped. Yep. If you mean Tango Game Works, it was owned by Bethesda parent company ZeniMax. Sony gets the March news cycle with Horizon Forbidden West and Gran Turismo 7, but Redfall and Stalker 2 and whatever else has Microsoft has planned. It's going to be way hard to buy gaming consoles and graphics cards now. Scalpers figured out it's a huge market. Oh yeah, dude. Never will be the same. Well, don't worry, our worthless politicians are going to make it so they can't do that. The PS4 had a web browser. What does the PS5 not have a web? And why are we okay with Sony removing features from the OS? I don't know. Just so people couldn't play Game Pass on it. Now owned by Microsoft. Right, but Xbox selling for more right now by scalpers. Wait for God of War 5. Even though PlayStation do a service and I'm super nostalgic about it, they need to do day and date sometime in the near future. If people didn't pay scalpers, they wouldn't keep doing it. Cinemax isn't a Japanese company. Facts, Clay. Worthless politicians, indeed, on both sides. Yeah, they're all garbage. They's garbage. I think politicians are scum, dude. Every single freaking one of them. None of them have America's best interests in there. I mean, they all say, "Oh yeah, we're going to change these and make things better," and like everything just keeps getting worse and worse and worse and worse, and our government keeps getting more bloated and bloated and bloated. Pretty soon, everybody's going to have a government job. Might as well. I mean, they want more Supreme Court judges. Why don't you just make everybody in America a Supreme Court judge and give us all that freaking money, dude? Like, I could live okay on 125K a year, dude. I would find a way. Tango GameWorks was formed in Japan by a Japanese developer, and then just ask every single freaking American individually, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? And then whoever wins, wins. You know what I mean? However the votes stack up. God of War, likely released in March 23rd. In 2010, sure, but the law was made in 2019. So long as your country view corporations as people, you will never have a correct system. Yeah, exactly. That is pretty terrible. Our government, dude. That's what I mean. Like, none of our politicians are working for the people. They are working for the corporations and whoever else. They do not work for the American people. God of War. I think dude, if they push that one to 2023, man, that is really not going to be good. I think it's coming out next year for sure. Take Two and It Takes Two. Yeah, dude, it's so dumb. I don't think they should be able to copyright that because Takes Two is not the same as Take Two. Might be a mid or late in the year. I'm thinking winter. It's going to come out in winter. They had a little snowflake on there when they said it on Twitter, so I'm thinking winter of 2022. Which is really stupid. That game should really be coming out. They should have one in January, February, and March. You need to take money out of politics. Then you would have a fair system, but that's true of nearly every country, but it's rather bad in America. The fact Big Pharma can get away with it intentionally. Oh yeah, dude. making addicts of the population is a disgrace. Yeah. I think, yeah, dude, they got so many people on so many drugs. That's why I just don't even go to the doctor. I don't even care, dude. If I get cancer and I die, oh well, bro. Don't care. I'm not gonna go have them pump me full of freaking poison just to kill me faster, dude. That's stupid. Let's go with facts about Big Pharma. Yeah. Facts about Big Pharma. Only certain companies are on a list where foreign investors like the United States can only own 10% of the company. This does not relate to all companies. However, a new telecommunications law is coming. There's always laws. We need more laws, man. They don't even enforce 90% of the laws we have right now. So let's just make some more. It probably should just go back through. That's the problem with our stupid, useless government, man, is there's too much waste. Too much waste. They need to actually get in there and audit everything. Applies to the sensitive sectors such as nuclear and arms. No such game development. Even it adds difficulty, not impossibility. The allowed to actually give opioids to everyone for any reason with Oxycontin and other stuff like that is a direct result. Yeah, boring. Yeah, exactly, dude. They get all that money and all those freaking kickbacks and stuff. All them. Yeah, I think I honestly do. It doesn't matter what we think, man. It's never gonna change. Biden needs to mandate enough Series S and PS5 stock for his game. I know. Huh? You guys will make these consoles for the Americans right now. Gosh. All right, guys, let's jump on some Halo. Let's play some Halo. That's what I want to do now. God of War released in 2022 now. Sony's trend to release games in the last quarter in the series has been big delays. 23. If it comes out in 2023, that's really gonna suck for PlayStation guys, dude. Really gonna suck, man. They're gonna have to fill something in that gap. I really hope Final Fantasy 16 comes out next year. I really want to play that. And how come there has been no Japanese acquisitions after 2019 at all? No Japanese studio worth it? I doubt that. Codename Spartacus made my day yesterday. I did call my mom right away, and my voice was super pitched because I was so happy. I'm 21. Nice, Jacob. Spartacus. Should have named it Gladiator. No, I'm just dude. It is definitely coming out next year. It was supposed to come out in 2021. Wait, has God of War been delayed? Oh, I don't know. I hope it comes out next year. 4 more days till Halo. Yes. Went back and played Mafia 2 and was blown away with how detailed the game was. Definitely a classic. Play Mafia 1, man. Dude, that freaking game is way beautiful. It was delayed due to Kratos' voice actor. Halo campaign is gonna trigger the masses. You hate to see it. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna jump on Halo. Anybody that wants to come and play, let's play some Halo. And I will see you guys. Chorus is really awesome. I figured out about that mission that you were stuck on. It was actually kind of easy. There's a long throw and then a short throw for your scanner. Yeah, I figured that out too. The short scanner, bing, and it made it so I could find all that stuff real easy. Yeah, I'm already back to that part after I died. I'm already back there. I got myself back there so that I could stream it a little bit later today again. I will have the means with Xbox kicked in. Sparta. Yeah, it's more difficult. All right, guys. I'm getting off and I'm going to play some Halo. I will. Anybody that wants to play, jump on. We're going to be playing Halo right now. See you guys shortly.